It is a palace. It's called Il Palazzaccio. Palazzaccio, accio at the ending suffix of the word, it means it's kind of homely. Harding started at the Florence Bible School. And then after several years of the success of the program, Dr. Gaines and my father at the time, Don Shackelford, they decided it was going to go, and that a permanent place for the program should be purchased. They got a real estate agent to look at different places that they could possibly use for the program, and at that point they came up the hill to go see another villa. And as they were going, the real estate agent said, "Hey, I think the Count," and the Count's name is Adorni Braccesi, "I think the Count Adorni Braccesi is interested in selling this villa. Would you like to just stop by?" Well, this man was a professor at the University of Florence Medical School, and when he found out that this could possibly be used for students, he was already thinking about selling, and they started negotiating right there and then. I think it was in fall of 1983 that they first met the Count. By the spring of 1984, they signed the papers, and then the first group in the villa in 1984. So since 1984, the students have been leaving their mark, and it's completely done by students. They'll come to me and they'll ask me, and I say, "No, it's your baby. Here's the paints." Of course, there's almost always something in it that reminds them of their trip, and so you've got like the Duomo, or maybe some saying that students have said a lot, like "Viva la via" or "La vita," which means, there's the joy of life. There's several that are memorials to people that passed away, that either while the students were here or students that were supposed to come and died. And so this was a young lady that lived with us. She was a student at the University of Florence, and she passed away. She got hit by a car, was killed during that semester. So they did that. There were 12 guys in this group, so they had the Last Supper. So the 12 guys were portrayed in the caricatures. This was Isaac Alexander, who is a very good graphic designer in Little Rock. Yeah, the School of Athens, and when we were co-directing the program, Terry Edwards and I, in the middle, I think it's Socrates and Plato or something. Anyway, they put our heads on it, though. The World Cup group, when Italy won the World Cup in 2006, they decided to do that. So everything kind of has that touch of doing something, that meant something to them. We'll sneak up to the loft area. We got a small room right here, small little loft room, goes out on the terrace. But it's important for the students because they have their book drop. We've got 4 years worth of former groups, so there's 12 groups right there. A lot of travel information that they can use for getting ready for travel. And so it's a spot that they use a lot. And we'll go on out to the terrace, okay? And that direction is looking towards kind of the east, southeast. But I like to say that when you're looking at something like this, it's kind of that typical scene of Tuscany, because you've got the umbrella pines, which are those pine trees like that one right there that kind of umbrella out. You have the cypress trees, the pointed trees, you have the olive groves, and you have the vineyards, and that's a part of the triad of the Mediterranean. Why should someone come here? Why would someone want to be a part of the Huff program? The most important is the bond that we have together as Christians and the way that we use that. And so that commonality and that bond in a setting like this is essential. There's not a day that I come to work that I don't thank God for the blessing of having the opportunity to work with the young people that come our way, with the teachers, with our staff. I don't know why, I tell the students this often, I don't know why He blessed me the way He did, but He has. It's been a blessing to my wife and I, our family, to be able to be a part of this program.